Welcome to today's English grammar lesson. Today we will learn about countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Understanding the difference is important because it helps us use nouns correctly. It also helps us choose the right articles, numbers, and quantifiers. Let's begin. Countable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns we can count. We can count them one by one. They have singular and plural forms. For example, a book, cat, a chair. When we have more than one, we say 2 books, 3 cats, 4 chairs. Countable nouns can be used with a or an, numbers, many, few, and a few. Remember, if you can count it, it is usually a countable noun. We can count countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns we cannot count individually. We do not usually count them one by one. Some common examples are water, milk, rice, information, advice, and money. Uncountable nouns are commonly used with some, much, little, and a little. We usually do not use numbers directly with uncountable nouns. For example, we do not normally say 2 waters, 3 advices, or 4 informations. Instead, we use words like some or much. Some nouns cannot be counted. Countable quantifiers. Words commonly used with countable nouns are called countable quantifiers. Let's look at some examples. A or an, a book, 1 apple, 3 pens, many students, few chairs, a few books. For examples in sentences, let's see. I have 3 books. There are many students. She bought a few apples. These words work with countable nouns. Uncountable quantifiers. Words commonly used with uncountable nouns are called uncountable quantifiers. Let's look at some examples. Some water, much information, little time, a little rice. For examples in sentences, let's have a look. We need some milk. There is little time left. I have a little money. A small note for you. In everyday conversation, native speakers often say, a lot of information, instead of much information. However, much information is grammatically correct and is commonly taught in grammar lessons. These words work with uncountable nouns. Common mistakes. Be careful with countable and uncountable nouns. These mistakes are very common. Let's have a look on this. An advice is incorrect. The correct one is some advice. Many water is incorrect. The correct one is much water. 2 informations is incorrect. Should be some information. A money is incorrect. We should say some money. Remember, uncountable nouns usually do not take a or an. They also usually do not take numbers directly. When you are not sure, check whether the noun is countable or uncountable first. Some nouns can be countable or uncountable depending on the meaning. Let's look at some examples. Chicken means the animal. Chicken means the meat. Coffee means a cup of coffee. Coffee means the drink in general. Paper means a newspaper, article, or school paper. Paper means the material we write on. Notice that the meaning changes. Some nouns can be countable and uncountable. The meaning depends on how we use the word. Let's review what we learned today. Countable nouns are nouns we can count. Examples include books, cats, and chairs. Uncountable nouns are nouns we cannot count individually. Examples include water, rice, information, advice, and money. Countable nouns are often used with a or an, numbers, many, few, and a few. Uncountable nouns are often used with some, much, little, and a little. Be careful with common mistakes such as an advice, many water, two informations, and a money. Finally, remember that some nouns can be both countable and uncountable depending on the meaning. For example, chicken, coffee, and paper. Thank you for learning with us today. Keep practicing and see you in the next lesson.